What's going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful day. It's a new day, new dawn, and it's time for another Vikings 7-round mock draft. And so this is not NOM. There are rules here. So our parameters are, I should have done a graphic, but so our scenario, because yes, free agency, trades come before the draft, but the Vikings in our scenario here, they re-sign Kirk, 2-year deal. They re-sign Danielle Hunter, 3-year deal. They re-sign Dalton Risner, 3-year deal. They extend JJ, highest paid receiver in NFL history, and they sign Chiefs cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, and he keeps his helmet on for like, I don't know, like a 3-year, $38 million deal. Go ahead. All right, so that's where we're at. So quarterback checked for now. Still on the lookout for quarterback in the future if the right guy falls. Danielle resign, Risner resign, JJ locked up, and JeRoME Sneed. Woo. Adding, you're feeling good. You're feeling good in the hood, man. I would have loved to have added like Justin Matabuke, but wasn't meant to be. So we are here. Let's take a look and see what happened. No trades. Just fired up. Williams going to the Bears. Drake May to the Commies. Harrison Jr. So no Jaden Daniels. I mean, if Jaden Daniels got by 3. I may be very interested on moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie, but Harrison going to the Patriots, I kind of like it. Man. Malik Neighbors going to the Cardinals, perfectly fine. Booby prize there. Joe Alt suturing up that offensive line. I'm surprised that that Harbaugh didn't take JJ McCarthy at 5. Herbert needs some competition. Jane Daniels goes to the Giants. Where now I wonder what happens with Daniel Jones. Like what happens to DJ? He may be gone. Cooper DeJean going to the Titans. I think that's the highest I've seen him. So that's super interesting. Rome Odune's going to the Falcons because that's what they need. They don't need a quarterback. They just need more receivers, more weapons. Newton stays in state with the Bears. So you get Caleb Williams and you get Newton. I mean, that Bears defensive line is really coming together pretty, man. They got Brock Bowers going to the Jets, where offensive line makes sense, but also they can add in free agency. But, I mean, Bowers, if he makes it to 10, that's super interesting. And he all of a sudden becomes the BFF of Aaron Rodgers. So the Vikings on the clock at 11. So, like we said, Kirk is back. Danielle is back. Risner is back. And also they signed L'Jarius Sneed. So, basically, you kind of go through. So a couple tackles left. Nate Wiggins is there as cornerback 2. Dallas Turner, Jared Verse, I like a lot. Arnold is all up in there. Latu. You could just break the seal on quarterbacks. Go Bo Nix. Go Michael Penix. I think Penix is going to do himself some big-time favors at the Senior Bowl. Same thing with Nix. But I love me some Jared Verse, but I think the edge goes to Turner. Well, so you're bunched up here. So Turner, Verse, and Latu, I think, are going to be up there as your top 3 guys on the edge. And Latu, medicals, could scare some teams off. Verse, age, as well as Dallas Turner. I mean, Dallas Turner is 20 right now, and I think that he's a guy that could be a Von Miller, Khalil Mack type player, so I'm absolutely getting in that business. Having him opposite of Danielle in the Flores scheme, sticking with the 3-4. Let's go, man. Let's see, what else happened? All right, so wait, basically just want to see where the quarterbacks went. Let's see here. Latu, Bo Nix going to the Raiders. I like that fit. Let's see here. There's the Raiders. McConkey going to the Chiefs. Love that one. That one's good, man. Taylor going to the Ravens. So they're probably going to lose Matabuke in free agency, but they just replace him with Taylor. That's just the rich getting richer. Come on, man. Come on. Penix goes to the Patriots. So top of the second. So you get Penix and you get Marvin Harrison Jr. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, man. Quinion Mitchell. Oh, so the Titans are just completely remaking their cornerback room. So they took Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell, where I feel like Quinion is a bit of a poor man's Sauce Gardner. Yeah. Murphy going to the Packers. I hate that. That sucks. Man, just Packers front 7 just getting nice. Next up. So we miss out on Murphy second. So we can't corner the market on secondary Byron Murphys. But Keon Coleman is there, big physical receiver. TJ Tampa I like coming out of Iowa State at the corner. So those are options. Kalen King is also a stud. Tyler Guyton. I mean, if you want to go the edge route now, the tackle route. Now, if Danielle had left, I would give serious consideration to doubling up on edge. So Dallas Turner and Chop Robinson, it's pretty damn good. And even with Danielle there, I mean, I would think about it. But I think that with Murphy off the board, I mean, yeah, I believe Sweat is still there. JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson, the stud interior lineman, I would also give cause for pause there. I mean, hell, you may even think about JJ McCarthy at this stage too. But, you know, Tavondre Sweat is there too. Do I just take Tavondre Sweat? Because it was a bit of a toss-up for me between Sweat, true blue nose tackle, and with Chris Jenkins of Michigan. Like, you get a little bit more pass rush, you get a little bit more positional versatility with Jenkins, but what do the Vikings really need right now? I mean, Jenkins would be a stud. I would love Chop Robinson as well. JPJ would be fantastic. McCarthy, picking him up as the project, especially since the Vikings don't have a third-round pick, could make sense too, but I got to get my guy. I got to get Mount Sweat. It's going to be Keith Sweat all up in here. Nobody. And who can fill A gaps like me? Nobody. I like it, man. I like it. So we're back on up. Spencer Rattler. Remember when Spencer Rattler was the cat's ass coming out of high school? Oklahoma. I feel like there's a little bit of entitlement and aloofness there, but also, I mean, quarterbacks coming out of 7-7, 7-on-7, like what do you expect nowadays? But Bucky Irving is there, former Gopher, definitely got more bounce for the ounce. Love him. Audric Esteem, where I feel like he's a tough physical back. Kyrie Jackson is a stud too at corner. So I feel like we're kind of in a good spot here where we could just sort of pick and choose what the hell we want to do. And I'm gonna get poop for this. I'm gonna get a lot of poop. It's going to get very poopy in here. But so we passed on quarterback at 11. We passed on quarterback at 48. Now we're sitting at 108. And also, the Vikings are projected to have some comp picks in here. Probably not going to happen because of what happened with free agency last year. But Jordan Travis, fully understand that there's a lot of concern about that ankle injury. But if he's healed up and good to go, I mean, if Jordan Travis hadn't gotten hurt, he's probably in the mix with McCarthy and Penix and Nix as opposed as one of those quarterbacks off the board in that second wave. But he's a good leader. He's got throws with great accuracy, good decision making. He doesn't have a hose, that's for sure. So obviously, right away, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, a good, accurate leader from Florida State who doesn't have a strong arm. Oh, it's Christian Ponder again." No, I mean Jordan Travis is built different. And could you say that Jordan Travis could be a higher end, more athletic Brock Purdy? Yes, I think that comparison could be pretty apt. And the fact that Kirk is back in our scenario on a 2-year deal, feel no qualms at all taking Jordan Travis. So we got our edge, we got our nose tackle, we got Jordan Travis. Feeling really good, man. So Braylon Allen. Now, Allen is going to be better suited in a power scheme. Like if Allen ended up in Tennessee as a replacement for Derrick Henry and complementing Tajay Spears, I think that would make sense. You know, the Vikings, I would love for them to transition to more of a power running game, and you know they did add some more elements of that, but it's just not a one-for-one fit. Jordan Jefferson is hilarious. So Justin Jefferson's brother Jordan was quarterback back in the day at LSU, wore number 9. I also believe his other brother played linebacker or safety, but there's another Jordan Jefferson. It's funny, man. And he was teammates with Jaquelin Roy. It's great, man. But so we got the edge, we got the nose, we got the potential quarterback of the future. We got to address the interior offensive line, right? And I don't believe in Bradbury that much. He is also going to be 28. Reisner back is great. Still not completely sold on Ed Ingram. Drake Nugent, Michigan. I mean, I love him, man. I love him. And you saw the way that Michigan parted the Red Sea against Washington. You saw what the Michigan offensive line did to defenses all damn year long. He's a leader. He's got quickness. He's got some chippiness for sure. I mean, it's a lazy comparison, but he's a little bit undersized. I know that's going to be a red flag for a lot of people. He's just over 300, but I feel like there is a lot more Jason Kelsey to his game than Garrett Bradbury ever had. And Nugent does have a decent anchor, and he was the point man on that Michigan O-line. So I'm all in the Drake Nugent business. Plus, a Nugent from Michigan, what could go wrong? All right, so what we got here? All right, so into the 5th round, just sitting, chilling. So ideally, I would like to add a corner. So Johnny Dixon, the other Penn State corner, is there chilling. Let's see here. Cody Schrader is there. I mean, we could go back and get Cody Schrader. Austin Booker, again, former Gopher. They're on the edge. Brent Jackson, Cam Hott. All right, so what do we do here? So I also want to address running back. Let's see who's available for running backs. So Schrader is there. I like Schrader a lot. Vidal, Marks, Gore, Davis, Ali, the scat back is there too. All right, so again, what round are we in? The 5th round? Yeah, so at 148, I fully understand that this is not going to be overly popular, but that's what we do. And if you don't like it, do your own mock draft. But Cody Schrader out of Mizzou, consensus All-American, 1,627 rushing yards this year, the Bullsworth Award winner for best walk-on, and I think that he's a guy that's going to have some decent bounce. I think that he's going to thrive in the outside zone scheme. I think that he's a dude that's going to be contributing at the NFL level. So picking him up in the 5th round, yoink, no problem, man, no problem. All right, so remaining, just sort of playing this thing by ear. There you go. So 2 early crushes on mine, Cam Hart and Moose Muhammad III. Now, yes, name, and he certainly underachieved at Texas A&M, but Texas A&M writ large completely underachieved. But gonna go Cam Hart in this spot where he's got size, he's got length, he's got physicality, and he's got a little bit of hybridness, which I think that Flores is going to like, where I think that he's going to make Cam Hart of Notre Dame is going to make his money in the league by matching up against tall wide receivers, against big slots, against tight ends, and having that hybridness is going to be a virtue for him in the Flores defense. As I burp. Then we're going to go get Moose. Where'd he go? Oh, did someone take Moose? I hate everything. Anyways, in this spot, so Jackson is there. Cedric, Jaheim Bell, and Cedric Gray, I like a lot. All right, so we're going to add some more meat along the interior offensive line. So Javion Cohen, formerly Alabama, good size, good power, good punch, long arms. I think certainly adds a little bit of depth and a little bit of attitude to the offensive line. So picking him up at 166? Sure. Back on the clock. I mean, Cedric Gray is just sitting there chilling. I mean, Tua's brother is there. I mean, could we just double dip at quarterback? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world, right? Tua, Sam Hartman is there. Actually, screw it. Let's just take Sam Hartman. There we go. Sam Hartman. So, the Vikings didn't get the tier 1 quarterback prospect, but I do love the upside of Jordan Travis, as well as, picking up Sam Hartman late in the draft. I mean, just as a dart throw, why the hell not? So, your quarterbacks we'll get into that at the end. Our last pick, 230. And on this one, you know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. Special teamer. We're a dreamer. Torrey Taylor, the Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Best punter in the friggin' country, man. Let's go. Let's go. Also, it would be ideal if this Hawks and Warriors game went over the 231.5. No big deal. Who knew? But, man. Baby. So, again, our scenario, the Vikings re-signed Kirk. They re-signed Danielle. They re-signed Dalton Reisner, extended JJ, and signed LeJarry Sneed in free agency. Now, all that could work. All that certainly could work. Even with, what about the cap space? If the Vikings signed Kirk, Danielle, and JJ, their cap number will be lower than what it is right now. That's right. But I'm kind of in on this draft, man. So Diamond Dallas Turner, paired up with Danielle Hunter, Tavondre Sweat, your nose tackle, plug and play right in the middle, man. Jordan Travis and Sam Hartman going to duke it out with Jaron Hall to try and determine who's going to be that quarterback of the future. Drake Nugent, as well as Javion Cohen. Big schools, big-time interior offensive lineman. Drake Nugent's got that... I mean, he's got that Jason Kelsey, John Sullivan-ness to him. kind of love that to push Garrett Bradbury. Cody Schrader are going to add a little something to that running back room. Consensus All-American. Cam Hart got length and size on the outside at corner. And then also Ryan Wright. He better step his ass up because we got Torrey Taylor. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. That's right, man. But overall, I mean, in that specific scenario, I think Kwesi kind of cooked. But, of course, that's just me being a little bit biased. But your thoughts are thoughts. Another 7-round Vikings mock draft. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.